Good morning, my beautiful diamonds. Monday morning. You know, how many of us can agree with this? This is for critical review, and I want your reaction. How many of us had to learn this the hard way? I know, well, I've never been one to really move in and live with someone. I've always had my own. I believe in that firmly. Sitting around moving into somebody else's domain and depending on someone. I remember when I did that once when I think I was in my 20s, and I moved in with some friends. Yeah, I did that maybe once, and that just didn't turn out correct. That just turned out horrible. I ended up having to get my own place. Thank you, Jesus. I had enough money saved up where I could do that. But I agree with this young man here when he says the importance of having your own stuff. Well, he says SHIT. And I agree with him 100%. Yes.
So you would never live with your girlfriend?
Never. I would never move in with no woman. I would never live with no woman.
You would never let a woman come live with you?
No, never.
What?
No.
Like, even if you loved her, what if she didn't have nowhere to go?
They got shelter. She can, take a shower at my shit.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you, because you gotta understand.
So the one that you fucking with, and she don't got nowhere to go, you gonna tell her to go to the shelter?
She better call her sister or something. No, we're not doing that.
This is insane.
I'm telling you, y'all, living with somebody, I've seen friendships end, relationships end, family. I've seen relationships go to hell by living with somebody. Literally, motherfuckers had 10, 15, 20-year friendships, lived with each other for a year, they never spoke again. Living with somebody is a totally different ballpark, a totally different beast.
I agree.
Don't encourage that. I don't encourage that shit on nobody. Keep your own shit at all times. Your own car, your own house, your own money at all times.
So you would never live with your girlfriend?
Never. I would never move in with no woman. I would never live.
Oh my God, finally. There's a man on this planet who's smart. No. Like, I've had my same friends, right? Since I was 16. Since I was 16, I have 3 of my besties. Do I ever want to move in with them and live with them? No. I had like my best bestie, and I thought about us being like the Golden Girls type thing. No. Because we have a connection. The way me and my girlfriends, we connect is spiritually. We have a spiritual connection. That's what keeps us together. Also mental connection. We're not so much connected emotionally a lot, but the best way to destroy a friendship is to move in and live together. Unless you have like the same lifestyle. Like in my home, I need everything to be organized. It has to be organized. My home have to be tidy. My house have to be clean. It don't have to be sparkling clean. Like, I'm sure if you move the refrigerator, you'll find some dirt behind the refrigerator, or my deep freezer, you might find something. But my house is always tidy. It's always organized. And I have some of my besties, like I remember the one I named my daughter after, right? And I love her. And I had her over for like the weekend. It was like 3 days. No. The way she doesn't pick up behind herself. You go in the bathroom, leave it the way you found it. You got makeup all over the counters. You got this all over the place. You got this thrown across. No. I need everything to be organized. And that's one of the good things when I was married. My children's father was very OCD. He was very clean and tidy. Gregory, he was very organized and clean and tidy. My second husband, he was clean and tidy. He was organized too. He was really organized too. He used to get upset when people don't make up the bed. Make up the bed before you get whatever, y'all. So I was fortunate like that they was just as, I'm not going to say nitpicky, but clean. It's other areas that we couldn't get along with. We didn't have a spiritual connection. My second husband, we had an emotional connection, not a spiritual connection, not a mental. Damn sure never had no mental connection. Hell no. But we had an emotional connection. Like he gets the way I feel, and he gets it. He got it. But without communication, that's the mental part. Without communication, there is no relationship. There's no point. But like he said, the best way to mess up a friendship, honey, is to move in together. Unless Like I had a roommate. My roommate, I loved her. I would have lived with her forever. She liked to travel a lot, so she was hardly ever home. We used to go out dancing together sometime, movies, the mall, cook together, shopping. We did it all. But she had her own life. She was always so busy. You know, it was a privilege. I loved it when she let me clean her room. You know, I had to ask first. And the reason why I did that with her is because the way she treated her mother and her father, and she had like 3 jobs. And she was also very clean, but you could tell you see her house. She moved to her own house, honey. Immaculate. Immaculate. But she was going through a lot of getting ready to move and get married and all that stuff. But that was a roommate that was like an angel. That was the perfect roommate for me. She was a Sagittarius. I loved her. She loved to travel, so I had the place to myself a lot. You know, I was always busy or going through some nonsense that I was going through after losing my foundation, which was the Jehovah's Witness thing. Long story, that's another video. But when it comes to, and then when the girl asked, well, if your girl was homeless and didn't have anywhere to go, why on earth are you homeless, first of all? What is your relationship like with your family and your friends? Why don't you have any money saved where if push comes to shove, you would have somewhere to go? So this is showing me that you're not very responsible. And I do understand that things happen. Things of unforeseen occurrences do occur. Would you let her live in that? No. You can't stay, especially you don't let them have mail come to your house. You don't want squatters' rights. Don't let them stay there past 3 days. Because a month maybe, and they're moving it now. You can't stay. Monday, maybe you could come over. You're homeless and you're living in your car. Or you're in a shelter. You could come by on Friday when I get off work. You could come on Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, when I leave for work, you're leaving back to wherever you go. Your shelter, your city mission, wherever. But you could come over Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and after that you have to bounce. I'm sorry that you're going through a hardship, but this living together, no. I agree with this man so much, like a billion %. The best way to mess up a friendship, like he said, you have people who have been friends for like 16, 20 years, and the moment they moved in together, they no longer talk to each other anymore. Let's play this again because it was so timely.
So you would never live with your girlfriend?
Never. I would never move in with no woman. I would never live with no woman.
You would never let a woman come live with you?
No, never.
What?
No.
Like, even if you loved her, what if she didn't have nowhere to go?
They got shelter. She can, take a shower at my shit.
Wait a minute.
I'm telling you, because you gotta understand.
So, the one that you fucking with, and she don't got nowhere to go, you gonna tell her to go to the shelter?
Yes.
She better call her sister or something. No, we're not doing that.
This is insane.
I'm telling you, y'all, living with somebody, I've seen friendships end, relationships end, family. I've seen relationships go to hell by living with somebody. Literally, motherfuckers had 10, 15, 20-year friendships, lived with each other for a year, they never spoke again. Living with somebody is a totally different ballpark, a totally different beast.
I agree.
I don't encourage that shit on nobody. Keep your own shit at all times. Your own car, your own house, your own money at all times.
So you would never live with your girlfriend?
Never. I would never move.
Honey, no, this is a very smart man. Let me see what some other people here have to say, honey. Because I agree 100%. I wrote down, I love this man. He told not one lie. It's always best to keep your own place. Another person says, he ain't lying. I'd never do that again. I did that once and it was a huge mistake. I agree, honey. He needs, let me see. That's me telling my son every time, never move in with a woman. Make sure you have your own place and she have her own place. That's a very wise mother instructing her son very wisely. Another person says, never play house. Another person says, my dad told me this. I didn't listen, and it was the biggest regret of my life. So going forward, always have your own stuff, honey. If you fall on hard times, don't move in with a friend or a partner. Maybe you could get a roommate that you guys see eye to eye on certain things. Like, I need things neat and clean. I don't do no kind of drugs. I don't drink anymore. I don't abuse alcohol. And you got people that want to smoke weed all in the house and all of this crazy nonsense. No, that's not good because that's stressful. Stress causes strokes. Stress kills and it causes heart attacks. And I don't need the additional stress. I don't need to complicate my life. So you keep yours, I'll keep mine. Twinkle, twinkle.